Hello, good evening. So, my evening is hopefully nearing an end. I am fixing to go in. I just pulled up, so I thought I would do a quick video. Um, so I wanted to tell y'all something that happened today. It was really kind of cool. Um, I I have been very, I don't know how to describe it, but ever since I had children, I get these premonitions of things or get a feeling. It's kind of hard to describe, but I just kind of know something's about to happen sometimes. And today I had one of those moments, and it was just kind of like a feeling that the Holy Spirit was just leading me in a direction. It was very strange. And I'm not a crazy charismatic type person. I'm not. I try to live very biblically, but this is something that I get occasionally, and it almost always happens, like whatever it is. Well, I'll tell the story. I was at work and I had finished cleaning the first unit, and just all I had left to do was finish cleaning the kitchen of that unit and mop. And the next unit was the one right next to it, so I thought, well, I'm gonna walk over there, see how bad it is, because you want to be prepared for what you're going into, especially with those. You never know what you're gonna get. So I went around and I went in, and when I got in there, I looked around and I was like, okay, it's not too terrible. I mean, toilet's kind of gross. There's junk in the refrigerator, like junk, it's to be cleaned. But overall, it was not terrible. It was not filthy. It was just normal stuff. Sorry, my arm's itching. So I went back to the other unit and I continued to do the normal cleaning. I did. It was a unit that is fully furnished. So she already had dishes up in the cabinet and several in the drawers. So basically I took the dishes out of the cabinets and wiped down everything. And then same thing with the drawers, pulled everything out of the drawers, cleaned the drawers, put everything back in. And in the sink, when I got in there was cups that she had for it. So I washed those, dried them, and put them on the shelf above the sink, and just left it as ready to move in as possible. Like, it looks like it's a fully furnished apartment ready to move into. They're very similar to Airbnb styles. They just don't have a TV or anything like that in them. So anyway, saying all that to say, when I finished with that unit, I walked over to the other unit, and I had about 45 minutes. So I texted the lady that I work for, and I said, I'm going to be here till about 12:45, and then I'll come back all day Friday, because tomorrow, Thursday, I had a bunch of stuff going on, and I was like, I probably better not go in, and I'll just wait until Friday, which that is another whole story I'll tell you in a minute. So I went ahead and went over to the other unit, and I walked in, and I got this overwhelming feeling that I needed to leave. I was just like, I just got in this building. There's no reason I can't clean for 45 minutes. I could get a lot done. So I sprayed the bathroom down. I ended up sweeping and mopping the living room area. Cleaned out the freezer part of the refrigerator, like they had it soaking, so I just got all that extra water out and wiped it. I didn't touch the bottom part because it had like dried juice down there or something that he'd put some water, and I was like, I don't want to mess with that at the moment. Cleaned the mirror in the bathroom and started scrubbing the threshold of the door because he likes that good and clean. So I did those things. So I was working, and it took me about 20 minutes to do that. It was not super time consuming stuff. It was just quick sweep, mop, scrub, clean, just a little bit. Well, that overwhelming feeling of I need to leave would not go away. So finally, at about 12:15, so it'd been about 15-20 minutes since I'd walked in that unit, I was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna leave. Something's telling me to leave. I don't know why. I need to work another 30 minutes, but something's telling me to leave. As I was loading up all my stuff, I got a text from a friend. Her daughter was at school and she was very sick and needed to go home, but my friend doesn't have a car. So she asked me to go to her school and get her, and she has me on the approved pickup list. So I said, okay. And I said, I'm leaving work, so I'll be in town in a few minutes. I started to get into town, and just as I got to the same spot as yesterday, my van overheated, which is why I'm in my husband's Yukon at the moment. So my first instinct was to pull over, let it cool down. I called my husband and I told him, and he said, okay, well, I didn't have time to look at it last night because he thinks he put something in upside down or something. It's like, okay, that's fine. So I drove slowly because if you get to 60, that's kind of when it starts overheating. So I drove slowly. I was really close to his work, so I pulled in at his work, switched vehicles, drove to the school and got her and brought her home. Well, I take her mom to work, and when I pulled up, her mom came out ready to go, and I was like, oh, you're ready now? And it was a whole hour early. She's like, yeah, there's no reason for you to have to come back and get me and all that. She's like, I'll just go early. So we did that. I took her to work, which I actually got to pick her up 30 minutes early, so yay! I'm home. This would be about the time she would be almost getting off work, and I'm already back at home, so yay. I'm excited to go to bed, maybe. That's another story. Anyway, but I felt like the Holy Spirit was just leading me, telling me to leave, to get my things together because I needed to leave. And I got back to town, I got her, took her to work, came back home, and I ended up babysitting for a friend. I had her first, second, and fourth. She took her third and fifth with her. But I kept those three, and by the time she came to pick me up, she said, you look tired. I said, I'm exhausted. I was so tired. And then we had church, so as soon as she left, about right at 6, I jumped in the shower, got myself ready, dried my hair, all that stuff. But another thing that I wanted to say, and this is kind of humorous, I was supposed to take my kids to a doctor's appointment on Friday. It's a follow-up appointment, mainly to get their meds refilled, that kind of thing. And I was like, I don't want to go. I just don't want to go. It's 45 minutes away. I would have to rush over there, rush back, because I was supposed to take my friend to work that day, and just so many things going on. I was like, I don't want to do it. So I ended up calling and canceling the appointment. I'm like, I can reschedule it for during Christmas break. They have enough medicine to last them. It's for their asthma. But they have their inhalers. They have their allergy medicines. It's not going to hurt to postpone until Christmas break. It gave me so much freedom. So I ended up postponing that appointment. Well, on Thursday, I will be taking a friend somewhere in the morning, and then hopefully be home by 10 or so tomorrow morning. But I am going to go spend time with another friend who really been struggling lately, and she asked me to just come over and have coffee and just sit. It's the one I babysit her kids today, but she had to go to the doctor today, and she's really been having a rough time. So I told my boss I won't be working on Thursday. I'll go visit with her. I'll come home that afternoon. I'll get ready, and I'm going with my girls to their volleyball game. I get to ride with the team in the van because the coach said only 5 girls are going to be able to go. One was leaving for vacation. Another one is sick, and several things. So there are 6 at the most girls would be going to the game, and they're going to be in a 15-passenger van. So it's the coach and her husband and then all the girls. So she was like, if you want to ride with us, you can, instead of having to drive. And I was like, yes, I would love that. So I could bring my cross stitch and bring my neck lamp, and I can work on it while we ride. So that's my plan. And then the other thing I was going to mention earlier is that the friend that I'm taking tomorrow, say when I picked up her daughter from school, I mentioned to her when I took her home, she said her daughter called her crying tonight while she was at work, and she was in so much pain. She had a real bad headache. And I told her, I said, if you need to go to the ER tonight, don't hesitate to let me know. Because seriously, I don't mind. I'd be tired tomorrow, but I could sleep on the way to the game if I had to. I could put headphones in and turn something on and sleep if the girls are being loud. So we'll see. I'm gonna check my messages when I turn this off and just see. But yeah, it's been a long day. But with all that going on, with canceling the appointment for Friday, I can go to work all day Friday. So that is the plan at the moment, is to go in about 7 in the morning Friday and work all day and get as many hours as I can on Friday, because Saturday we're going to be out of town, and then Monday I've got to take my oldest daughter to the Social Security office, which is an hour away, because we can't find her Social Security card and she can't get her license until she has that. So I told her I'd take her since she'll be out of school and we can go and do that. And she's 18 now. So we're going to do that, and then we'll be getting ready to leave for vacation for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, to go visit family. So yeah, very busy time, but it'll be fun.